Hello everyone and welcome back to Baru Plays The Binding of Isaac Rebirth, continuing our road to becoming a Platinum God. Now whether it be challenges or just straight characters, RNG has not been kind to us. So let's just go ahead and go for the true random, which is Eden. I expect this to go terribly. Alright, so we are starting with the wooden spoon and a pony. For those who want to play along, YDH4K79G. So Eden is always a risky character. You never know what you're going to get. Could get the best combo you've ever seen, could get the worst thing in the world. Overall, we didn't get really too bad. Yeah, it's not too bad. Starting off with flying is always nice, I have to say. And there's a tinted rock for the next floor. And some more bombs in case we find any more. Having flying early on is always something I really like. It's gonna take quite a bit for me to want to give up the pony, simply because of how useful it is. In addition, the pony will also make it so that way you always have at least 1.5 speed, so doesn't matter if we pick up a lot of speed down now, because we have this item, it'll always make sure that we are fast. So it's one of those items that I really like to start with. Even if I don't have a strong like damage build, as long as I start with this thing, I can pretty much guarantee that I'm gonna at least be able to get somewhere. And it's gonna make it so we can get a lot of consumables here later on. Let's see, that probably wasn't worth it. The moon, let's go ahead and pop that. Well, it did bring us to that golden poop, and that'll give us at least 5 cents. Speaking of getting at least 5 cents, I actually had someone play through the seed that I was doing the other day. And I gotta say, just changing up that one thing, making that arcade on the last floor, pretty much changed the entire run that person ended up getting. So it's the small changes that you make, or rather don't make, that can change the run, either for the, for better or for worse. You're never really going to be able to figure out for sure. And the reason I'm not picking up that soul heart right now is because I don't think, yep, just like that, in case I get hit, I don't want to accidentally lose that soul heart. And I think I'm going to go ahead and actually ram the other two ghosts here. There we go. To get a little bit more money. And see if we can't do a little bit of damage to Haunt here with a bomb and the charge and the crap the sky, which actually did quite a bit of damage. If those beams actually hit, it does hurt them. Wow, we were getting nothing but speed up. And lemon party. Alright, well, at least it wasn't bad. So, let's go ahead and grab that soul heart, and that should be it for our floor. At least we got Haunt out of the way, so that's really nice. And we've got almost 20 cents. You know, I think I'm going to go check my shop. Before I head on out, I've got plenty of money. I think I'm going to check my shop real quick and see what we end up getting. Maybe I can find a champion belt or something. Or Mom's Key. Oh man, oh man, oh man. I can't say no to that. And I'm going to bomb here because I want to make sure I have at least 5 cents. But I will be donating the rest of it right back in there because I only wanted a penny. I only wanted that penny. I don't want anything else. Just make sure I have 5 cents and I won't take any more of your time. All right. Let's go ahead and head back down. And let's see what happens. Getting that donation machine to 999 is going to be tricky once we've moved into hard mode. Alright. Well, that already settles the pony thing there. I was able to grab 2 keys, and I do have a battery in case I want to... Well, I guess the only thing I can charge up is the actual pony, because without real flying, I can't charge up, say, like a book or something to that effect. But the keys are definitely nice. And there's a curse room right there. I will definitely go into the curse room, but I'm going to wait on it. And by the way, remember that one curse room I missed in the last one? Someone told me there was a guppy piece in there. So I did miss the cat. I did miss the cat on the last run because of that one little mistake there of not taking that one cursed room. Oh my gosh. The money right now that we are making. The money. All right, well, let's see what's in our shop. A treasure map. We'll definitely take that. Let's see what's in here. A number 1 pickup. Considering how high our range is, never mind. Never mind. I thought our range would be high enough to where it didn't really matter. But we do have a bunch of tier right now. I am going to go ahead and take a moment here to donate as much as I can. And that's next to nothing as per usual. But hey, I'm not exactly mad at a number 1 pickup. I think with flying, I'll be able to work this item pretty well. And with even 1 range up, this will be worth it. This will definitely be worth it with at least 1 range up. All right. Overall, this has been a pretty nice floor, though. I haven't seen an arcade just yet, so I guess it doesn't really matter because I do have all this money here, and with all this money, I am going to be able to abuse Midas Touch a lot. Honestly, the number 1 item I'm looking for right now that would just change this build and set us up, number 1 item would be Holy Mantle. Yeah. Number 1 item would be definitely Holy Mantle. It would make it so I don't have to worry any more about, well, pretty much anything. I can just ram into enemies, kill them. And I'm trying to do my best here to not have this guy like walk into me. And he is being real frisky. Come on, man. There we go. Unfortunately, I lost my soul heart, but I'm going to go back and buy another one that doesn't exist. Never mind. What's this pill do? Well, there goes my devil deal. All right. Cool. Well, that's unfortunate. And I got fistula. Oh boy. That is not what you wanted to see. And we are going to try and ram this. There we go. Well, hopefully we can at least get a soul heart from this boss. Fistula's the champion version of Fistula is really not that bad. So hopefully we can get something here. And there is still a chance that we could make our devil deal. Not that high, but the chance is there. The chance is always there. The number 1 pickup right now is not doing me any favors in terms of range on this boss because, well, they kind of explode, and I don't want them to explode in my face. But we were able to no-hit it, so we got a pretty good chance. Nope. And another speed up. Can I get a Libra right now? Look at the amount of speed that I have. This is ridiculous. Just going supersonic speed right now. And I know it's a bit late, but I should have checked these first. I didn't get anything in them. Amnesia and I found pills. All right, well, not the greatest thing here. I guess we're gonna search for our secret room here. See if we can get anything. Some more pills, more amnesia. We'll throw one here and telly pills. Well, this run is not going too well right now. Missing that devil deal is going to be pretty important. I'm honestly debating taking that blank card because of the possibilities that it could give. Actually, no, I think we're just going to take the key and move on. I think we're going to go ahead and do that. I do have a treasure map, so I mean, with the treasure map, I should be able to find my boss and everything, or I could get a Curse of the Lost and not be able to see anywhere. So that's always nice. All right, well, the good news is we did get a little bit of a range up from the Roid Rage, so that'll pretty much fix us. However, we are I believe, at capped movement speed at this point. So that's a thing. Now we just need to find some damage to go with this tier rate. That's my usual problem. I'll either find a ton of tier rate or a ton of damage and no tier rate. Although I would prefer a little bit more damage over tier rate. Let me ask you this. Which would you prefer? Hitting really hard and really slow, or hitting really soft and really fast? I'm sure there's a innuendo in there somewhere, but what do you prefer? Let's assume they have the same output. But which one would you prefer? Doing a little bit of damage or just doing a ton but very slowly? I'm always someone, doesn't matter if I go like once a minute. As long as I know it's gonna put some hurt there, then we're fine. Alright, well, I'm not gonna be able to search for any kind of secret room this time around. That's unfortunate. Man, these pills so far are not too good. Not too good right now on the pills. And this is why I'm glad I didn't give up the... I did not give up the pony, because it's pretty much been invaluable with its flight here. Being able to dodge enemies by just kind of going behind cover and things like that. It's too good. Alright, Bomb's Curse. +5 bombs and a little bit of poison damage on my bombs now. Not the best, but not the worst. Usually I'm always happy as long as I get an item that, you know, even if it's not a good item, at least it doesn't hurt you. There are items out there that are just straight negative. You don't want those. Soy milk comes to mind. We've already touched that now. We have already touched that, so... Oh boy. This is probably my favorite room in all of the caves. And thankfully, flying is going to make this a little bit easier. Actually, it's going to make it a little bit of a joke. Like, when you have flying, there's no reason to ever get hit in this room. But if you don't have flying, it's just a nightmare. It's just a straight up nightmare to try and deal with this. Come on. Open up your face. There you go. One more here. Now I really am going to be hoping for that champion's belt. Even if it increases the amount of champions I get, well, I'll definitely take the item martyr. I can be useful. I don't think I've seen this pill. No, I have. It's Lemon Party, which is... It's a good pill. I can definitely use that on a boss. Say if I get mega fatty or something like that, I can rip them down pretty fast. But we're still hoping for something good here. You know, if there was some way that I could guarantee a holy mantle, I actually would not be opposed. I would not be opposed to being on god rooms right now, because having a holy mantle, an item martyr, all this other stuff, bad gas. There's got to be something good here. There's got to be something good here somewhere. Well, there's a Liberty Cap and explosive diarrhea. All right, well, let's see what we get here. Pestilence, not who we want to see, but thankfully our flight is going to make this fight also a joke. So that's really nice. I think we'll... There we go. Do a little charge on them, get a little bit of extra damage in there. Unfortunately, none of our beams hit, but that's okay. They never do. And if we can keep them, trying to kind of keep him in that wall there, he'll actually keep spawning a Zipicax on top of him. I don't think it really hurts him, but at least we don't have to deal with his attacks anymore. And now... All right, well. Ooh. Well, now. Well, I already have flight. So I'm just going to take the 2 Guppy piece. I'm just going to go ahead and take the 2 Guppy piece and move on out. But we did get a cube of meat, which is really nice. Oh, God. Ah! Alright, I did not handle that very well. I'm going to quickly search and see if there's any other rooms. Well, actually, we need to be making boss rush on Eden, so never mind. let's go ahead and get out of here. And that is actually going to be a very good, now that I thinking about it now, there's a very good chance that we make the cat, so we should just move. The reason I say that is I have Mom's key. That's going to greatly increase our chance of getting a item out of our golden chests. Now that's important because the reason that is so important is because the golden chest can have the last piece of the cat that I need, which is Guppy's head. And it's honestly extremely common when you have Mom's key, so yeah. Yeah, we're gonna hopefully be in a good place here in just a moment. Oh wow. All right. Well, this wasn't anything that I wanted. That is unfortunate. There we go. I was hoping to get them all poisoned up there. Not that bad of a large room. Maybe there can be a judgy in here that I can bomb. Nope, doesn't look like it. Just a temperance machine. Not going to bother with that. All right, so... Oh, well, we got our Liberty Cap to proc, so now we know where our boss is. I think I'm going to forgo the item room right now, because like I said, this has a very high potential build. And I do want to try and make my Guppy so I can get into the judgment card. There we go. Oh, if I could hit him. There we go. Now I've got an increased chance. Show me the cat. Oh, goat head. This is and a black candle. This is looking like it could turn around real quick. I'm guaranteed a double deal here. This is definitely looking like it could just turn around. Got a little bit too aggressive there. All right, show me. I was gonna say, show me the cat. Show me the little kitty. Let's see here. A lump of coal is not too bad. We've got a speedball. It's gonna be a hard run here, but I think we can maybe make it. I think we could potentially make it. Let me see what our next double deal is, and we'll see if I want to go fast. We'll see if I want to commit after this one, as this double deal will pretty much be the deciding factor whether or not we commit towards the cat or not. So, based on what I see on my map here, it should be all the way down there. Oh, nope. We want to keep our Liberty Cap. We want to keep the Liberty Cap. Actually, I'm trying to think about it now. What does Liberty Cap even give? What does the Liberty Cap even give right now? I mean, outside of the compass occasionally. Not really much. And there's our Guppy. All right. Well, I'm already flying now because I'm the cat, so now we can try and make it to the boss rush. So let's go. Let's try and make that boss rush. We should be able to do it with the cat. We should head down. Yeah, we should be able to make it with the cat, so let's try. Our damage still isn't the best right now. I would like to find just a little bit more damage. Definitely. I found nothing but speed up so far in my boss room, so I'm bound to find something good at this point, right? No, I'm not. All right, well, lemon party, amnesia, I found pills. All right, a free sin robe, I'll take it. A little bit of damage. Guess I'll take the lemon party with me, and let's just go. Let's get to that boss rush. Oh, now this is an abomination. All right, so I will be able to check my shop here, so that's not too bad. I think the item room is a little bit too far out of my way. Yeah, it's a little bit too far out of my way to really go for. Now, normally I don't like, just rushing through this, but when you want to make the boss rush, sometimes you got to do it. And there is the power croissant, or whatever we want to call it, champion belt, power croissant. Whatever. It's good. I'll take the magician for the boss rush. Unless I can find a better card here. I would actually like to find a teleport. That would be ideal. Because then I could, maybe I could double dip on that boss rush as well. Stars card, you know? Actually, I think I can double dip on this boss rush. I think I'm going to have enough time to double dip. So, let's see. Let's see if we do here. We may not. We may not have enough time, but we'll see what happens. I'd have to get through the floor pretty quick. So let's try it out. And Midas Touch doing work here. Alright, so let's see what we have. 3 red chests. Not ideal there. Well, I don't want to double dip on anything anyway, so. Let's go to the dark room. Yeah. Alright, time to do our boss rush. What do we want to go with? I'm half tempted to go with technology. Although the Book of Shadows is really nice. Book of Shadows would be really nice. So I think we're gonna play it safe here and go with the book. Alright, now it's just time to clear the boss rush. And that power croissant is gonna be really nice too. You know, the only thing this build is really missing is a wafer. Because I have pretty much everything you could honestly ask for. And if you could stop, you know what? I want you to stop spawning red poop. There we go. It's got everything that we can ask for. We've got AoE. We've got a decent amount of health. If we get hit, we spawn cash, which gives us more damage. It's all good. I like it. Which should be a pretty good run to take to the dark room. And I like to get my dark room runs out of the way early. You know, if I get an overpowered build, I'm not like, man, I want to make this more overpowered. No. Take that time, go to the dark room, get it out of the way. Especially on Eden, who may not necessarily even be able to finish. There are a lot of hard mode Edens that just don't make it anywhere. And it's just, they start with the worst thing imaginable. And that's not a life I want to live right now as Eden. Alright. Do need to be a little bit more careful. Hopefully we can get some soul hearts spawning here, but considering none of these are champions, I doubt they're going to be as generous. I think we're going to focus on Monstro 2.0 as per usual. And you know, actually, if I get hit again, I can, because I have the item martyr, I can actually just go ahead and hit the Book of Shadows again. So that's not going to be too bad. Almost worth it to intentionally get tapped one time for like half a heart. I feel like it'd be worth it to just like tap something real quick. Question is, do any of these even do like half a heart? Most of these just do a full heart. There. Oh. There we go. Give that guy a little tap. And now I can use my Book of Shadows for the horsemen. Should be able to clear them out fairly fast. Actually, we'll use them for bloat. Yeah. We'll use them for bloat. Because he's gonna be way more dangerous than what the horseman can pull off. And plus that'll allow me to actually abuse my Midas Touch on bloat as well. So that'll be really nice. I guess I should have used it here. Whoa. Don't get too close to me, Hollow. Alright. Book of Shadows. There we go. Into the heart. And into the mask. And that is how we do it. Oh. Book of Shadows. Book of Shadows fell off a little too early for me. Thought it was going to last just a little bit longer. Oh well. Uh-oh. That's not good. those sighs from off the screen there. They're gonna get you. All right. Getting near the end here. Not too high of health, but honestly, as Guppy, I'm not too worried about it. We will find more damage. We do have a goat head, so we're guaranteed one more deal here. So we'll see what ends up happening. And I have Krampus out of the way. So there's a good chance that I get something here. Uh-oh. Well, that was not ideal. All right, so 10 bombs. Not bad. And you don't have anything for me. I could, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and hit my stars card. And honestly, I'm going to say no to the knife. I'm going to say no to the knife. You know why? Because it doesn't synergize with Guppy. The knife has no synergy with Guppy. So I'm not going to take it. I don't like it. I like my cat too much. There we go. Grab some more health. I know some people are probably going to say, no, take the knife. It's stabby stabs, but I don't really have that much damage, so Guppy's better for me right now. Especially with my tier rate. And I think we're just going to bomb everything in here. I don't really see much value in here. And that should be everything. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and head on out. Ow. Just walked into a spike. I mean, I have the extra bombs. I might as well, right? I don't know what I was doing with that one right there. I think that was more of a warning. A little warning bomb for it. Sure, let's hit the moon card. And there is a tinted rock in here. So a little bit more health. Not bad. Honestly, I would love to play you out, but I just don't have the health to do it. I'm sorry, my friend. I'm sorry. I'll grab this lemon party with me. Magician, Empress. Actually, I'll take the Empress with me. That'll be better DPS. That'll be better DPS for later on. So we got our boss rush out of the way as Eden, which is honestly a lot of stress off of me because making the boss rush as Eden is not something that's very easy, because it's not something you can guarantee. All right, and these rooms right here are going to be relatively easy to clear, and since I have a map and a black candle, I'll pretty much have a good idea of where my boss is every time, so I shouldn't be taking too many dead ends. Hopefully I don't get tapped like that in the future here. And I do have my Book of Shadows for every single boss. Wheel of Fortune. Let's see what we can... Always got to hit those just in case we get the fortune teller ones. Is this pill any good? No, it's not. Our pill pool was a disaster. Just an absolute disaster. Ooh. Got a little close to that shot there. All right. Oop. Looks like we got a pin here, but I'm going to go ahead and just bomb my way out of there. Don't want to deal with them right now. Little red chest for me. A little kitty for your kitty. Well, I think that is an apology from the game itself saying, listen, I know we gave you a hard time, but I'm gonna still make you work for it by making you fight Skolex, the slowest boss in this game. It's not even difficult, it's just slow. Thankfully we have Guppy. Otherwise, this would be a disaster. Come on. Show me your butt. Show me your butt. There we go. Alright, well. We're going to the dark room, so it doesn't matter about Polaroid proc. Well. I can touch both, so let's see what happens here. I'm still going to keep the Book of Shadows with me, but let's see what we get. A Judgment. See if we can get anything off of him. Use our Book of Shadows. Come on, buddy. All right. Contract from below. Not bad. That was not a bad play there. Oh, almost left with that. There we go. Not a bad little play there. And let's move on to Womb 2. That dead cat, though, even if we don't use the lives, having that safety net is very nice. It's very nice to have that safety net. And 3 orbitals. I'll take that. Anything in there? No. I'll always say this. I know some people, like, will bypass a challenge room. It's like, I'm not feeling a challenge room. And, you know, that's fine. If you don't want to do a challenge room, you don't have to. But my advice for new players, always check the challenge room. Even if you don't do it, just poke your head in real quick, see what's inside there, because they can have just items just sitting in that room. I've actually pulled proptosis, nothing else. It's just like, here, proptosis sitting right here, take it, it's yours. It is yours, my friend. And I know there's nothing in this cursed room at this point, but I still want to check it anyway. I could have maybe, I don't know, actually, I don't even know anything that's left in this pool. But hey, I didn't lose any health for it, so that's fine. Double magician, no thank you. You know, having the tail and the contract from below is actually going to be really nice in the dark room, because it will guarantee us a lot of chest drops. And soul hearts are very nice. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be using these cat lives, but they're there if I want them. They are definitely there if I want them. Alright. I gotta try and find Cricket now. Cricket is who we're looking for. Cricket's lost. It's lost inside of the womb. Or maybe the dark room. I don't know. It's somewhere here. And I'm gonna find it. Or I'm gonna die trying there. Alright, I need to stop picking up money. We've got plenty of that. So with 99 cents, I'm actually just gonna, I'm not even going to shoot in this next boss. I'm just gonna kind of ram into Mom here and see what ends up happening. And this is why I love Midas Touch. Glitch Baby has been unlocked, and we are going down into the darkness. All right. So it looks like it's going to be up near the top there. You can pretty much assume that your boss is always going to be the furthest away from where you're starting. You got to always remember it's always going to be one room on Sheol and Dark Room. It won't be like a 2-room ending. However, when you're in Womb, you might want to start looking for 2 rooms, because Fred's always a thing, and he can kind of screw up. He can kind of screw up where things spawn. I've seen a Fred that's like right next to the end, or right next to the beginning rather. All right, see if we get anything in here. No such luck. That's fine though. Free cursed room is okay with me. Ow. I'm always gonna get hit by those brimstone lasers. They're too thick, man. They're too thick. All right, Bob's curse. I will pass. How about we get a tarot card this time? How do we feel about a tarot card? Strength. That actually wouldn't be too bad. That'll actually be better than what we would have normally, so I'll take it with me. 1.5 damage for the room is going to be really nice for Satan. Speaking of which, 1 room away now, so should be a relatively easy fight. Cricket? Not Cricket. You came at the wrong time, Tammy. You're the wrong kitty cat. You're the wrong kitty cat for me. Alright. Ram into you. Ram into you. And now give me one more to ram right into. There we go. On to the dark room. And the Book of Secrets has appeared in the basement now. Very nice item. Alright, see if we get anything in here. Doesn't look like it. That's fine. You know, Telly Pills, take me somewhere. chances are you're gonna bring me in the or closer to my boss. Which, based on what I see here, you kinda did? Not really? You prevented me from clearing one large room? That's about it? Whatever. That's fine. It should be... Well, actually, I'm trying to think now. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Huh. They're the same distance. Huh. Oh well. Well, I don't know which direction to go in, so I guess we'll go to the right first since we're over here. It could be any direction. This could be a full clear. This could definitely be a full clear. And I have batteries over there, so might as well use them. Smoke them and forget them. Alright. Now we'll go back and grab our battery. It's actually really weird to see 2 battery drops, but I guess that place was full of champions, and we do have the champion belt. Definitely going to use it on this guy. There we go. And this was not the way to our boss. Alright. Looks like we're going in the other direction. And just to add insult to injury, it shows me that after I clear this room. Alright. What? Hey! Gnawed leaf strats! Could just AFK next to the boss. No problem. Oh, God. Oh, God. There we go. I'm going to tank a little bit of damage. I do not... if there's any room I do not like, it is this one. It is definitely this one. Especially since my flies seem to get outrun by the carrion queen. Alright, let's go ahead and... Yeah. Let's go ahead and use our Book of Shadows in that room. I don't like it. Justice. Give me some extra keys there. Agreed. How you doing this fine day? I know, I actually gotta be kind of happy. Greed has not been showing up in our shops a lot during this whole Let's Play so far. So I'm happy about that. And now he's gonna show up every time because I said that, but I can still appreciate the times that we didn't spend together. Alright, last one had to be Mask of Infamy, but that's fine. Even if I take a little bit of damage here, it's not that big a deal because... Oh, maybe in another life, man. Maybe in another life. Right now, I've gotta kill the lamb. And I'll just sit right here. There we go. We'll just sit right there. All right. Well, that's going to be the end of the video, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe for future videos. I'll catch you all in the next one, everybody. And let's see what we unlock. The mystery sack. One of my favorite sacks. Oh, man. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'll catch you all in the next one, everybody. Later.